Hello, welcome to this new episode of the Alex Show TV. This episode is from September the 5th of the year 2025. Today's a Friday. And today's show, you're going to like it. It's going to be a positive show. It's going to be a show that I'm going to try to convey a message. The end of reincarnation. So I've been sharing for a while now. The last few months, I've been kind of letting myself go through the algorithm of YouTube that I have to admit has been providing me great support videos in a way kind of getting the vibe of where I'm going with my shows. It has been a great source for inspiration. Some shows, yes, I do research for a support video. And some shows they just appear and I watch the full video, sometimes a very long video. I'm talking 30 minutes, 40 minutes, and I get a clip or a couple of clips. This is the case. As always, first of all, the support video is originally in Spanish and is auto-dubbed through the technology of HeyGen. So you're going to get it in English, of course. But what I want to share is if you go to the link out there in the show description, you are actually going to see a video in Spanish. I kind of relate to this idea in these 3 minutes that we're going to see in a second of the notion that reincarnation is an optional thing. That's the basis of the show. Reincarnation, I'm totally 100, a million, a gazillion, a billion% sure is not obligatory. We don't need to go to get another body over and over and over again. I think that's one of the better hidden knowledges in this reality that they don't really want us to think that's possible. And in a way, they either want us to think that when we physically die, when we end this experience, we go to another place, either called heaven or hell or something like that. But then we're going to get the thing that we're going to be asked to go back to come back here to fix some issues we had, to improve, to expand, to get better, to grow spiritually. That's going to be the cell. And for me, it's so important to really know yourself that you know that reincarnation, it's optional. It's really, if you want it, and if you want it, my suggestion would be that reincarnation is on your terms, what you really want. What does that mean? It means that you can reincarnate here on Earth, or you can reincarnate in similar systems. There are many around. Just think about it. I mean, if the universe is so vast, is this really the only system we can reincarnate? Just think about it. It doesn't make any sense at all. And that's the thing with the cell, the heart cell, that they say you need to come back to Earth, and fix your karma. They really try to play with your guilt. They try to play with your mistakes. They try to play with whatever they feel. They try to really punch you, to really pressure you into coming back. And the first question I will have is, why no? Why? Sure, I'll do that. But what about somewhere else, in another planet, in another system, in another reality, in another possibility? Why here? It's like there are thousands of hotels out there in the universe, and the same hotel is asking you to come back. And by the way, the cell is in the way that they tell you is the last time. They know you have been here for a while, you have been here several tens, hundreds, or even thousands of times. But the cell is in the sense, come back one last time. And we're going to clear your memory so you're fine. So you are not pressured by the baggage you're carrying, by the history you're carrying. So you are totally clean slate. That's the cell, okay? I want to clarify that's the cell. I don't agree with it at all, okay? And that's the purpose of this video and many other videos I've done with similar topics. Let's watch the support video, as I said, of a longer video. This 3-minute clip really resonated with me. The only part I disagree is not reincarnating is not something exclusive for higher beings. We are all the same, the law balance. We are all equal. We are all really part of creation. We all come from creation. You think about it, there are not several creators out there. It's just one creation, and we all come from there. So no, not at all. I disagree with that notion. Reincarnation is a choice, and you have the choice not to reincarnate and go somewhere else, have a different experience, or reincarnate on Earth on your terms, or reincarnate on a similar system to Earth, okay? So that's the purpose of this message. Let's watch the support video, and I'm going to give you my final thoughts on this very short Friday episode, The End of Reincarnation.
Connection. There are those who do not reincarnate because they no longer need to. Would you like to understand the difference? Souls that do not return because they no longer need to. Not everyone reincarnates, and some don't, not because they are lost, but because they have already found what they came to seek. Chico Xavier spoke of them with a reverent tone. Luminous souls, beings who, after many incarnations, have reached a level of elevation that frees them from the cycle of birth and death. Souls that no longer need the body, because they have already fully embodied the spirit. These souls do not disappear, nor do they dissolve, they transcend. They exist on planes of consciousness so subtle that their vibrations are no longer compatible with the density of this world. They have no body, but they don't need one either. They do not seek to learn, but to serve. They do not come to repair, but to guide. Many feel them in dreams, others see them in visions, and some claim to hear them in the midst of silence, as if an inner breeze were whispering from another plane. Allan Kardec, in the Spirit's book, made it clear that reincarnation is not infinite. It is a process, and every process has an end. The soul, upon acquiring wisdom, love, and detachment, no longer needs to return to the flesh. It becomes what some call a spirit guide, others an angel, and some simply refer to as a presence. These souls can accompany us, inspire us, save us from invisible dangers, but they will never again experience the burden of matter. They have made peace with their history. They have closed the circle. And what sets these souls apart from those who still must return? The answer does not lie in the external, not in their visible actions, but in their inner transformation. A person can live humbly, in silence, without great achievements, and still attain immense spiritual evolution. Why? Because the soul is not measured by what it accomplishes in the world, but by how much it loves, how much it forgives, how much it understands. As long as we remain trapped in the need to be right, to control, to possess, for revenge or power, the soul will continue to reincarnate, because the ego still needs to die. But when we let go of the ego, when we accept pain as part of the journey, when we stop searching outside for what burns within, then something changes. There are people who go through this life suffering in silence, caring for others, giving up, praying for those who hurt them. And the world will never know their name.
Yeah, as I said, the support video, it's fine in the sense that shares the idea that we have the possibility not to reincarnate. Thank you, at least that's something I want to take away. I kind of disagree on several points. Watching it again, for example, I don't think wisdom, love, and detachment are acquired. It's not something you develop. It's not something you learn how to do. It's something you go within, something you feel. Wisdom is available to all of us. It's universal wisdom. It's available to our own intuition, our own connection to the everything, our own connection to the Creator. Love, basically the same. You go within and you're gonna find that love, that pure, undiluted, unconditional, non-judgmental love of the Creator. That's what you're gonna find. That's also what you feel when you're out there in the omnipresence, when you're out there in the presence of the everything. But people that remember that either through past lives, regressions, or near-death experiences, share that they cannot put it in words. That love, it's so immense, it's something just beyond words, beyond this experience. Okay, it's something really beyond our comprehension. And the third part is detachment. Again, it's not something you learn how to do. That's the worst in a sense. Detachment is a feeling of letting go. It's a feeling not to be really free and to be really light. I don't know how to explain it. To really just live your life in a way through your terms. I'm not saying you get to treat everyone. No. Understanding how you need to behave, or in a term that you don't really attach to this and that. There is something even worse, in my opinion, my feeling, that constantly reincarnating, the reincarnation cycle, which is through attachment, the opposite of detachment, for example, to money, to an experience. If you're a real, air quotes, powerful, well-known, I know you could be powerful or not, doesn't mean anything. It's just you were so attached to your previous experience when you pass away that you are trying to come back intuitively. Some say these beings, these embodied beings, you are not even reincarnating, you are not in another system, you're stuck. It's like being stuck in neutral, and you really rev the engine. You are not going anywhere. You're not going back, never. There's no reverse. You're not going to come back to your body, believe me. And probably the body is not even there anymore. And you are not going forward. At least with reincarnation, you are starting over. I don't agree with that. I don't agree that's needed. I think it's something of this reality. Is like a hotel that wants to sell us a room over and over and over again for their own agenda, okay? I believe you can come to this world and within one experience, not reincarnate, and say, in this world, and say, I want to reincarnate somewhere else. I want to switch hotels. I want to switch experience. Or I don't want to take a body in this next experience, and I will be just spirit, which are other realities that are basically that, usually higher realms. Okay, I'm not going to put the numbers because it's very related to the new age, the 5D, the 7D, the 8D, but there are other realities you have already been. I can assure you that you don't necessarily need a body to operate in that reality. We do need a body to operate in this reality. Can we agree? I think we do. So basically, those three things, that's what I will take from the video. That's what will set you up nicely to take a very good decision. First of all, the decision is in you, the power is in you. Whatever they try to sell, they're selling something, okay? They're selling you something. That's why they try so hard to pressure you with guilt. They try so hard. They put other family members that have passed away before you. It's going to be, I don't think it's them. Actually, I'm pretty sure it's not them. It's just kind of, they're trying to pressure you from all ways to really get you that yes, of saying, yes, I'll come back one more time. It's the last one, right? Yeah, sure, it's the last one, they're going to say. Sure. No, it's not the last one. Every time they try the same deal. I don't know if you know you probably know it, that song, Hotel California from the Eagles. I believe one little passage out there is key. It says, you can check out, but you can never leave. They're trying to implant us as a program. These realities forever, okay? You're going to come back over and over and over again, and it's not your decision. And I totally, absolutely, 100, a million percent disagree, okay? Also, they're maybe going to say, sure, Alex is right, but when you, like the support video says, when you have reached that level of perfection, you can leave. If not, you need to come back. I disagree as well. As a chair, you can come here, have one lifetime, and be able to leave. That's the universe. It's not going to keep you like a prison, okay? The prison is in our minds, in our own acceptance of coming back over and over and over again through confusion. I know it's a pity. I know it's a shame. I'm not even go out there to say it's fair, it's just. I agree. No. That's why I also believe this tainted reality, let's call it like that, is coming to an end. And that's going to come to an end. When you pass in the future here on planet Earth, and it's a higher reality, you're going to have all your options. No one is going to try to trick you. No, it's like leaving the hotel and no one is trying to ask you to come back. If you come back, that's your decision. That's so different. Let's say I go to a hotel and I do really want to come back on my next vacation. It's very different than the hotel selling me the idea that I need to come back, that is the only option, that actually is the thing to do, that I don't have any options, that I don't have any power, that I need to buy from them again and again and again. And by the way, it's the last time. It's the last time. You see, just do it one more time. What's one more time? When you have been here, I know 100 times, maybe you say, okay, 101, maybe it's not so bad. I'll come back. I'll try to fix and leave. No, it's never going to work that way. It's never going to work that way. And there's so many programs that need to crumble in our heads that, for example, our actions don't define us. Or mistakes, air quotes, mistakes, whatever you want to call that, is not through suffering that we pay for them. That's very implanted even on religions, okay? You do it, you pay for it. You break it, you pay for it. And the universe works in a slightly different way, that the universe is seeking for you to change, for you to discover for you to discover your real nature, okay? You came out from the production factory, the creation, and believe me, that's what the universe says. You're going to have experiences, you're going to forget yourself, but whatever you do in your actions, the important part, if you come back to who you really are, you're going to be fine, okay? You're going to be fine. So I hope you enjoyed this short Friday episode. We're going to have 3-4 shows with similar support videos. I don't remember right now the exact title, sorry about that, but you're going to enjoy it. They're going to be short ones. They're going to be to the point. And then after these 3-4 shows, there's a very interesting, longer video about the archons and that kind of information. So we're following this line. I'm trying to mix it up. I get your messages that you want me to do all kinds of topics. Even in the Spanish channel, I recently had a chat on geopolitics. So I'm trying here to make it as interesting as possible. But as always, when I get a chance, like a show like this, I really want to share the breadcrumbs with you, that this is so important stuff. That you know, as the bird on the screen, that no, the chains are not on you. You're free, you're totally free, and you can leave this realm when your experience is done. And you can go anywhere you go in the universe because you are a universal being that comes from creation, that was created in love, through love, by a beautiful creator that his love is unconditional, is infinite, and is without judgment. Your actions don't define you. Don't let anyone tell you that you need to come back. No, you don't. I hope it makes sense. Thank you very much. Thank you for your attention and for watching this video. Have a great day, a great weekend. If everything's okay, I shall see you back on Friday. Take care. Thank you for making it to this part of the video. This is my favorite part. This is where I suggest to you that you discover your true self. You are not what you have been groomed to believe. You are this incredible being without limits that has eternal life, amazing strength, infinite wisdom, and a big, beautiful heart. All your limits are always self-imposed. Your best version of this reality is inside you. Your only mission on this life is to become a beacon of love and to serve others. This version is ready to be discovered today. How do you discover your true self? The discovery process is a personal one. No one can do it for you. Dedicate 5 minutes a day to talk to the universe. Simply ask, who am I? Where do I come from? What is my purpose? You will start getting signs, breadcrumbs, and signals. You will notice how your notions about this reality start disappearing. No more hierarchies, no more competition, no more complaining, no more depending on others. Discovering your true self equals to real freedom. Your self-imposed limits will fall and you will be ready to understand this reality, but you must be patient to allow others to wake up at their time through their own free will. That will be really soon, you will see, and that will set up a new world. As you work towards your best version, you will notice how all emotions don't serve you anymore. Hate, fear, rage, pride, lust, envy, violence, justice, true violence, judgment of others, and other emotions will disappear from your mind and heart. You will understand those emotions serve only your egoic mind and are not you. Please try to be understanding of others that don't think or feel like you. Everyone has a process. No one is right or wrong. We are all just different. Don't be concerned about being right, ever. Don't allow pride preventing you from patching things up with family and friends. It is very important you enjoy this life with your loved ones. Put in the work to patch things up and leave it to others to decide. Thank you very much for watching. Please share, like, and subscribe. If you have any comments or suggestions, please use the comment section below. For private questions, conversations, and if you would like to appear on the show, please email me at hey@thealexshow.tv. Thank you again. Please don't forget to visit our website www.thealexshow.tv. By giving me your time, you honor me. Have a very, very, very nice day.